Control in Atlanta and the province of Quebec for putting in place emergency measures to deal with the possibility of an invasion of zombies. Now, I don't need to tell you, Mr. Speaker, that zombies don't recognize borders and that a zombie invasion in the United States could easily turn into a continent-wide pandemic if it's not contained. So on behalf of concerned Canadians everywhere, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs, is he working with his American counterparts to develop an international zombie strategy so that a zombie invasion does not turn into a zombie apocalypse?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Untimely Truth. You're here with Steve.
Hello.
And Chase. And today, in honor of Zombie Awareness Month, we are here to talk to you about vampires. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's zombies.
Zombies, yeah. Let me down for like Zombie Awareness Month. Let's talk about vampires.
Yeah.
If a vampire were to get a haircut, what kind of haircut would a vampire get?
Hey, Steve. What does the zombie say to a human?
I know your jokes are going to be bad. I know it's going to be such a bad joke when you look at me like you're really guilty. And then you can't get through the first word of the joke. I'm like, this is going to be a horrible joke. Okay, sorry, let's try that again.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
What do zombies say when they meet a human for the first time?
Nice to eat you?
Yeah.
That's bad that I guessed it. Like, that's how bad the joke is that I guessed it.
God. October 8th is also World Zombie Day.
Yeah.
Which is super fun. So if you're a zombophile, like myself, which sounds
Anything
terrible.
Close to necrophile?
Nope.
No, it's
nope.
just someone who likes zombies.
Someone who's obsessed with
Oh,
zombies.
okay. How obsessed?
Like, every night before I go to sleep, if I cannot sleep, because I have really high anxiety.
Yep.
So before I go to sleep, I think, what's a great thing to think about? Slashing some zombies. And I just am going through, like, Walking Dead scenes. And I am pretty relaxed and I fall right asleep. It's great. Something wrong with me. It's fine.
Yeah, because, like, I think about gardening and puppies to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's not my style, I guess.
I think about playing with dogs.
Fun fact, did you know that there is a zombie research society?
Now I do.
Yeah.
As of today.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Zombie Research Society was actually founded by self-proclaimed zombie expert Matt Moak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. M-O-G-K.
Matt Moak.
Matt Moak.
I know all about the zombies.
It is an organization dedicated to the historic, cultural, and scientific study of the living dead. However, the membership list is very, very limited. So, Matt, if you're listening to this, which you probably are not, but if you are, please contact me. I would really like to.
Matt Moak.
They have the top 10 countries you should survive the zombie apocalypse in.
Oh, where you should hang out.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give you the top 5.
Right.
What number do you think Canada is?
10.
Really?
Just because we're so big and there's not that many people here.
Australia's number 1.
Really?
I mean, Ireland. Like,
I guess so. That's a good point.
Canada's number 2, dude. You underestimate Canada.
I really did underestimate Canada.
We've got number 3, USA.
Why, though?
I don't know.
That one seems bad.
And I feel like there's a lot of places to hide as well. Like, it's just, there's a lot of, like, lesser populated areas where I feel
There are.
like,
But, like, compared to Canada, just go like the Northwest Territories where there's 11 other people.
Right? And then we've got Russia as number 4. And coming in hot at number 5 is Kazakhstan.
My name is Borat. We have a good for a zombie. Yeah, that's great.
Oh my god.
I can't hear Kazakhstan without doing that.
That's
Where's
fair.
my wife? That's original and timely.
Yeah, so do you think that in this day and age, a zombie apocalypse is possible?
Sure, why not?
With all of the scientific discoveries, coronavirus.
Coronavirus!
And you've got all of that. What do you think it would look like in the first, month?
Like it does now.
If we're looking like mad cow disease, we've got rabies, yaws,
SARS,
brain
syphilis,
fungus.
leprosy.
There are a lot of possibilities where there could be a modern day zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Probably not, but very real possibilities.
Be fun.
Yeah.
For you.
For me,
You're
I'd be
living your
stoked.
dreams.
Because you got 2 origins of zombies, right?
Yeah.
The theories, at least. It's either a cursed person dies and returns as a zombie via voodoo black magic, or a person contracts a virus or is exposed to radiation.
Oh, okay. I heard the first one they're doing with Joe Biden.
Oh.
To bring him back. That's why he's been
Perfect.
gone for a while. Voodoo priests have been trying to resurrect him from the dead so he can run in the primary.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Congratulations, Joe.
Yeah.
How to become a zombie.
I'd say you probably have to get bitten by another zombie.
Probably, yeah. If it's yaws, you just have to rub up against somebody.
Yeah.
Rabies.
You get that at a club.
You could.
You just be dancing to old, like, Seventh Heaven theme song, and you're just rubbing up against somebody, you got yas. Yas, okay, yas,
So, zombies have been around in pop culture for a really long time. Super popular. I mean, anything dead, dying, and gross is going to be popular in horror culture.
Like scary shit.
They do. People love to be scared. And what's scarier than having your entire family turn into flesh-eating zombies and you're the only one left? Sounds like a paradise.
Yeah, actually, in a way.
Zombies have been around in pop culture since 1697, when the book The Undead 18th Century was released, and the first film in 1932.
Isn't that when they released their album Straight Outta Compton's?
Oh.
See, I can do it too.
Yeah,
I can do horrible, shitty jokes.
Yours are better. That was great timing. In 1932, they released the movie White Zombie.
Mm.
And it was terrible.
Yeah,
It didn't do very well. But they've been around in folklore since the 17th century, introduced in Haiti, and even way back in Greece, you were saying, too.
I thought that was kind of weird.
In Haiti, at least, West African slaves were brought back to work on sugarcane plantations.
Yep.
And
I say yep, that's terrible. But
it's
yes,
terrible, but yes, you were acknowledging me. I appreciate that. It said that the zombies came back as a way to torment the people who tormented them.
Yeah.
So once they died, they would come back to torment their captors.
Like, yo, fuckers, we're back.
Yeah.
I love that.
And the Portuguese Kombundo?
Kombucha.
No. In the Portuguese Kimbundo dictionary, it defines the word zombie as spirit that is supposed to wander the earth to torment the living.
So like a ghost. That just sounds like a ghost.
Sounds like a ghost.
Which mummies are also
incorrect.
kind of ghosts.
No.
Are we ever going to talk about that on this podcast? We're going to talk about how mummies are indeed zombies?
Okay. The difference between a mummy and a zombie is that zombies are literally decaying. Mummies are preserved, and they're not the same. And mummies also sometimes have supernatural powers based on how they were brought back, whereas zombies have less abilities than when they were actual humans.
Fair. They've downgraded, whereas mummies technically upgraded to a...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Fine. You swayed me.
All right. Fun fact, the movie White Zombie that I talked about earlier actually has nothing to do with a deadly virus or disease. Right? Should be. Don't do cocaine, kids. It was actually about a Bakor enslaving a young woman to do his bidding for him. For those of you who don't know what a Bakor is, it is a voodoo practitioner who specializes in using herbs, shells, fish, animal parts, and bones to create concoctions such as zombie powder.
That's cool.
To get into a little bit more detail, zombie powder was made from the deadly neurotoxin found in pufferfish.
Yeah, I've heard about that before.
Yeah, and used in sublethal doses, could create the illusion
that you're dead, right?
Well, the illusion that you had zombie-like tendencies, so you'd drool and you'd walk slowly and you'd have a limp. But then if used in lethal doses, could put you in a heavy-duty coma where you may or may not wake up.
Okay.
That's where burying the dead or burying the living kind of thing. But then they could be revived essentially if you were good at herbs and stuff.
Yeah, do like some kind of stimulant or something.
But hence the living dead, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of where all that comes from.
And that's where that idea comes from of burying people alive, right? Is they thought they were dead
and then they come back up, which is why the Greeks, I always say the Greeks would put those super big stones on people's coffins to keep them in there in case that they would, come back to life, which would just be the powder wearing off.
Yeah. Yeah,
unfortunately.
Which
sucks for the guy in there. And they're like, oh my god, zombie.
Shut up, Steve. I'd really like a beef. Just bury him deeper. Put him deeper in the ground. He won't shut up.
Yeah, 6 feet, not 12 feet.
Yeah, 12 feet, this motherfucker.
But that's where the living dead comes from.
Okay.
Is because there was big miscommunication.
Yeah. Between the almost dead person and the living. Well, that's what I heard this term saved by the bell, having a bell installed in your coffin, because this was something that people worried about.
Oh, that's right.
Antiquity, right?
Yes.
So they would use this bell that they could they tie it around your finger. So if you weren't dead, you'd wake up and ring the
Yeah, if you just had a really super bad fever and decided to go into a
still
coma.
Want that. Even with modern medical practices and they know I'm dead, I still want the bell.
Well, it's like the tradition.
Yeah.
You know, you just shoot them with a shotgun a couple times and just make sure they're dead.
Make sure that they're done and
Yep.
decimated.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
I think it'd also just be fun for kids to play pranks on like the caretaker and like ring the bell. You know,
Oh my
come in
God.
the cemetery in the middle of the night, ding, 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 run away.
The caretaker's just like,
Oh, yeah, runs out, digs me all up. And
Yeah.
just reeking, like,
oh my
I
God.
have like a note taped to me, like, fuck you.
If you were ever buried, do you know what you're gonna do for your funeral yet?
Oh, I want to be shot into space. I told my mom last night that if I die before she does, which I'm totally planning on, I want her to shoot me into space.
In like, just like a little rocket, or
Yeah, like a little space pod, like a little Star Trek.
you just
I
want
don't
to
know,
float
that
around?
technology.
You want to be space junk
Yeah.
because
that's
you're already
one-
Earth trapped.
That's one step up from where I am now.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Float around there forever.
I feel like I want to be cremated
Okay.
and then made into a tree, or like just made into a tree somehow to
Right.
fertilize a tree.
My old idea was to be cremated,
Yeah,
then used as fertilizer in a weed plant, and then my best friends have to smoke my weed.
they just
made out of my
are
body.
crying and also laughing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it like makes them think about me.
Would you be buried with any treasure if you were buried? Like, if
Oh yeah, all my worldly possessions. My Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64.
you wouldn't like pass them on?
No, I'm burying that shit all with me. Just in case, also if I'm dead, I'm going to put a little LCD panel in my coffin. Just
Sure.
in case, you know, say no one rings my bell and I'm bored.
There you go. Zombies don't, unfortunately, get that privilege.
But they get to do stuff still.
They do get to do stuff. Yeah,
Like they
not
did
as
in
many
Night of the
things.
Living Dead.
Totally.
Yeah, which is my favorite zombie movie. This movie is over 50 years old. 52 years old.
52 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. My dad told me about this movie. He saw it when he was a kid. He's absolutely terrified. But it's a pretty standard zombie movie. Starts out there's
It's like the
this-
first zombie movie.
Yeah,
like the
like
really
that.
real zombie movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it starts with like a brother and sister, and they're out. I think they're burying their aunt, or they're at their aunt's grave, or whatever. I haven't seen them in a while, but
Mm-hmm.
then the zombies start coming from all over and start following them. So they get in a car. They end up, you know, trying to get into this house, and kind of like a Nazi zombies map. They're all trying to live in the house. They all got guns.
Right.
It's pretty exciting. And what's kind of interesting about that movie is George Romero casted a young Dwayne Jones to be a main protagonist in this film.
Hmm.
And at the time, in 1968, the idea of a protagonist who was African American, who wasn't necessarily written to be African American, would have been played. Like, they're not going to go out of their way, like, unless the script explicitly is saying this needs to be a black actor, they're just going to probably hire another white person. But
Right.
George Romero said that he had the best audition.
Which is how it just should be in the first place.
Absolutely. So he hired him for the Night of the Living Dead.
The Walking Dead.
But he actually does appear in The Walking Dead as like his real name, Dwayne Jones. He plays Ben in the movie. Real name
Yeah.
is Dwayne Jones. They used that for a character in The Walking
I keep wondering if I don't remember his name, but I think it's the same guy in the first episode with who saves Rick, the dude and his son. I think his name is Dwayne.
Dwayne Jones. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
at least they mentioned to it of the comic book and in the series. So.
Yeah, I think he was mentioned in both, which is super cool if he was.
Yeah.
It's an awesome memorabilia to just kind of go back.
On the same level as the other protagonists. Like, he wasn't less intelligent. He wasn't less capable. Like, he
No,
was just...
because he's a human being.
Yeah, absolutely. But in a lot of ways in that, like, time
Oh, in the
period,
time, totally.
the way that they were depicting.
There was still segregation happening.
Yeah, like there were separate
was,
water fountains still. This
yeah,
is
like even back in the
middle of civil
movie
rights
White
movement.
Zombie, for example, they cast a white woman and just made her to look Asian. But yeah, more about the Night of the Living Dead. I mean, it's also one of the first movies that depicted an actual reason why zombies came alive. Mostly it was just voodoo and black magic, but this was actually a virus.
Kind of like the War of the Worlds broadcast. Like
Right,
throughout
right.
the whole movie, people are in cars listening to the radio, and people are like, "Oh, the horrible zombie virus," and everybody's blah, 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 like that 50s style radio. It's
Totally.
kind of fun. And it's just a great movie. I think everybody should just watch it. Even kids can watch it.
Is it in your top 10 movies for sure? Or is it
Yeah,
like
I'd say it's
just
top
zombie
10
movies for you?
No, like even like I love old horror movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love this movie for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, so my favorite pop culture thing to do with zombies, it's a video game actually. It's called The Last of Us. It is such a cool game because it actually uses the science of a fungal infection called the cordyceps brain fungus. That's what spreads is the spores of the fungus rather than the disease. Obviously biting would transfer the spores and blah blah blah. Like
Just
a,
being
like
close enough.
exactly like a regular, zombie
Mushrooms are
apocalypse.
really-
Well, that's kind of the thing, right? So essentially what would happen is you would inhale these spores from like where they grew, or you would get bit or whatever, you come into contact with it, and it would grow inside of your brain and on the outside of your brain as well, and it would just take over your body.
And they just fill the air with all these spores everywhere.
Totally. And because of that, because it grows into your brain, a lot of these zombies would actually just use echolocation to figure out where you were.
Which is scary.
You know, it just is driving you mentally insane because you can't even think properly. It's kind of like a brain tumor, right? Similar. But you wouldn't be able to see after a while because it would obviously just grow right through your eyes and like cover everything.
Nerve and everything. Yeah.
So if you only just have your mouth open, try echolocation, and that's seemed to work for them. I know they found me every time I was sitting in a corner waiting for them. So.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Totally.
They're not worried about it.
So in the jungles of Brazil, this is where the spores come from. This plant. And the carpenter ants were actually the reason that the scientists found this spore virus fungal thing.
But it's from a mushroom, right?
It's from a plant.
Really?
Actually.
So it's like a fern then.
Yeah, but it's still a spore. Like it's still.
Yeah.
I think it's a mold that comes from the plant.
Okay. So
that's
it's still
a
fungus. Then it's just growing on that plant.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
But yeah, if you're a carpenter ant, you're looking for some lunch, and you take a bite of this, it's gonna fuck your whole day up because it literally only takes like a micro part of the leaf, 1,000th of a human hair worth.
Yeah, to get infected. For an ant, though, right? But
Yes.
That's a really small.
So they're doing human, they're looking into what it would do to humans, but they're not necessarily...
Like running human trials?
Well, that's kind of not okay.
Yeah, but in Brazil, is it okay?
Oh my god, no.
Run those fungal tests. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that.
Yeah, so it's a super different take on the zombie virus, which I think is really cool.
And the cordyceps mushroom is a real mushroom.
I imagine there's like a billion hypotheses on what it could do to humans.
But I think it's so cool when they like take something, create a pop culture thing about it, like a cool video game based on a scientific phenomenon.
Yeah, like the creators were like, we're going to use this.
Yeah, because it seems like something out of science fiction.
And they're on their second game now, which I haven't had the chance to play yet, but I'm so excited to play it. Yeah, but then you got The Walking Dead, right? That's I think everybody's
super popular.
biggest. It's like the Game of Thrones of zombies.
Yeah, I would
totally.
Say so. Yeah, like it's culturally ubiquitous.
Carl.
Yeah, the memes, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge part of it.
So big, but I mean, it's a good show.
Yeah, I've only watched the season 3 or so.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
with zombies,
so. With running and hiding and staying in one spot safe and then running and hiding again.
Yeah, what is it called? World War Z is another one.
Yeah, that's a cool movie too.
Yeah, there's a show too. I can't remember. Anyways, and they kind of do. They're zombies. They're zombie robots.
Okay.
They're nanobots inside of zombies. Really weird. There's a bunch of different takes on it. I mean, even the movie Contracted. Like I think I was telling you about it earlier.
Yeah.
Kind of a really taboo. It's a sketchy topic. Essentially, a mortician is a necrophile.
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're a mortician, what better thing to be into?
Necrophiliac.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's nasty. And,
don't they call that popping open a cold one?
oh my god.
Do we have to quit the podcast now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fired.
Alright.
Oh my god.
This is the sound of me leaving, everybody. Taking my root beer and I'm going home.
Oh my god.
That's one of the worst things I've ever said.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, but I guess anyways, chicken contracted. It's contracted. She she gets obsessed with trying to spread it. I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. Like
you've already got it.
Yeah.
You're dying. So it's not my favorite one, but it's definitely another take on it.
Another cool movie to check out if you want to. All right, I have a zombie question for you.
Okay.
What celebrity zombie would you hang out with?
Okay, have you seen Zombieland?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I only watch
It's so good. What celebrity zombie would I hang out with?
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
That's a good pick.
Because of Zombieland.
But also because he's Bill Murray.
But also because he's Bill Murray. And also, I would 110% be in his mansion, like, recreating Ghostbusters with him.
With those little packs on.
Oh, absolutely. Because he has all the props.
And you can force him into it because he's a zombie.
Right. Or he's alive. Would also be cool.
No, but that's not the question. It's only zombie. It's zombie, so it's not whatever celebrity you hang out with.
Oh, in a zombie apocalypse.
No, it's he's a zombie while you're hanging out with him.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Still Bill Murray?
I think still Bill Murray.
Okay.
What about you?
Terry Crews.
Whoa, you die though.
Maybe, but I also think he's like the nicest man ever. So
he
maybe
is so cool.
Even if he was a zombie,
yeah,
he still wouldn't hurt me. And I would get to hang out with Terry Crews. I'd be like, hey, Terry, can you lift this giant rock for me? so I can look for worms to go fishing. And he could just come with a giant rock for me. He could carry me around like a baby. Terry Crews could hold me like a baby.
Terry Crews
walk around with me.
Definitely could.
So that would be cool. And no one would fuck with me because I got a giant zombie Terry Crews. What are you going to do?
Yeah, accurate. I watched an interview with him the other day, and he was a background actor and like just like a thug type looking actor for a really long time in
Black
background.
guy number 3.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And he never even got paid for a lot of the stuff that he did. And finally, I can't remember what movie he was on the set with. It doesn't matter. It was with Denzel Washington, I think.
Oh, okay.
The Bodyguard? No, that's not the
Zombie
movie.
Guard.
The Zombie Guard. Anyways, he is just great.
He's a great
and I'm
human being.
so happy that he is in this world with us.
Fuck you, Gwyneth Paltrow. Goop eggs. Anyways.
Yeah. Here are a couple zombie survival tips from the website called factretriever.com.
Very utilitarian.
And yeah, here are a few things that they think that you should do to survive a little bit better. Experts note.
Who are these experts?
I don't know.
How are there zombie
Experts
experts for a
note
thing that doesn't exist?
That so self-proclaimed zombie experts.
Yeah, I know, but those are like the Sasquatch guys that like know what color and the mating calls of a Sasquatch, even though they've never seen one.
Accurate.
Could a Sasquatch be a zombie?
Zombie Squatch.
That'd be cool. That'd be a good B horror movie.
No. Zombie Squatch.
That's a good idea. Don't nobody fucking take that. That's our idea. We will notice if there's a zombie Sasquatch movie.
Next week on Zombie Squatch.
And he's also a cop.
Oh
my
Detective
God.
Zombie Squatch.
Writes itself.
Oh my god. Experts note that in order to survive a zombie attack, it is imperative to follow a few guidelines. Do not take shelter in a vehicle in which you do not have the keys.
That's even just a good life rule in general.
Yeah, just please don't try and drive other people's vehicles.
Or sleep. Actually, no. If a homeless person is like, I'm sleeping in your car because it's cold, I'd actually be fine with that.
That's fine. Or if you sleep in your car because that's your situation, man.
Yeah.
Like, whatever works. But make sure you got the keys.
I've definitely slept in a car.
Do not leave weapons out for zombies to find.
I
do
like a
wonder.
guy having children around. Like, don't leave knives around.
But can they pick them up? Can
Yeah.
they use them?
What are they gonna do with them? Like, speaking of this off topic, but have you ever seen that picture in the zoo where one of these guys dropped, like, one of the zoo workers dropped a knife in the gorilla pen?
And he picked it up?
Yeah, the gorilla, like, picked it up, and it looks like he's, like, brandishing it at the other gorilla, like, I'm gonna stab you, mother... And, like, scientists are like, oh, gorillas don't understand the concept of weapons or, like, using a tool as a weapon, but it definitely looks like the gorilla's gonna, like, stab the fuck out of the other gorilla.
He definitely could.
I mean, you could, but they're, like, saying, like, he doesn't
Understand.
see that as, like, his body's a weapon. Like,
Already.
you're already...
If
like,
you ever fought a gorilla...
Yeah. Zombies
Gorilla.
versus gorillas.
Oh my god. Zombie Squatch versus
Gorillas.
Gorilla Squatch.
Okay. Let's just stop right now. We're going to write that movie.
Oh my god. Tip number 3. Do not give your only weapon to a hysterical person. Fuck, these are great.
I thought this was going to be like written by like a Trump supporter for a second, because I thought you were going to say like, don't give your weapon to a Hispanic person. And I was like, what the fuck kind of Fox News?
I got pre-mad because I was like, hysterical woman. That's what I read in my head. I didn't even read.
Just swinging a sword around. Like, this is why we don't give you a sword, Mabel. You lose your shit and you cut my ear off.
It's like that wolf meme where the wolf is like wrapped up in itself, and then there's two wolves just looking at it, and they're like, "Damn it, Moon Moon!"
Yeah,
and it's like my favorite. Tip number 5: do not get surrounded by zombies, especially in an elevator.
Okay.
Fact.
I've just come up with the best mitigation technique.
Okay.
Hula hoop covered in razor blades.
And do you have to constantly hula hoop?
I mean,
so you would literally
best
have to have
yes,
the core muscles.
Yeah, A, you're getting in amazing shape. B, no one, even during COVID right now, if you want to do a razor blade coated hula hoop and go to the grocery store, that's probably a good idea.
This is my bubble!
Yeah.
Just cuts flour. It's all just pouring out. The
Just
rice grains are all over.
Knocking oil off the shelf.
Number 6, do not let personal emotions and anger impede your survival.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that's just common sense.
Yeah. Don't give no fucks about anyone else. Look after yourself first. Kill your friend.
Oh, also, I missed one. Do not retreat to your basement without supplies.
That's a good idea.
That's a great.
Once you're in the basement, you're going to want a Capri Sun. Like, once you get down there and you find your old Nintendo, you're going to like, you know what? I could really use a cheese stick and a Capri Sun.
Do you remember a long time ago when there were those big articles on Facebook about like moms finding lizards in their kids' Capri Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was so weird.
Nothing about Capri Sun is natural or meant to be digested.
It's
by
not
humans.
like a fruit juice.
Yeah.
It's just a juice.
Is our next podcast going to be about Capri Sun?
Conspiracy theories about
Could be.
Capri Suns.
There probably are, man.
Stay tuned.
There's definitely a QAnon angle on Capri Suns.
Hey, Steve.
What?
What is a zombie's favorite summer treat?
Oh, God. Anytime that you can't get through the first word of your joke without giggling at yourself, I know it's a shitty, horrible joke. But what is it? I gotta know.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
I've almost threatened to leave this project every episode. And it's only because I've been pushed to the absolute limits of what I can tolerate as a human being. And I don't deserve it, and I'm about to put boundaries up in my life.
Okay.
And you're about to cry openly, weeping still at your own horrible joke. Oh my god.
It's funny.
It's not funny.
So, National Geographic says that airborne rabies would actually create a rage virus.
That would be cool.
Kind of like mad cow disease. But for the rabies virus to actually trigger a zombie pandemic like in the movies, it would also have to be way more contagious. Because humans typically catch rabies from getting bit by like a rabid animal. And like the infection just stops there.
Airborne.
It's not contagious after that.
Don't we have to get shots in the stomach though for rabies?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure you do.
The period between getting bit and then your first symptoms is normally 1 to 3 months, but can take up to 6 years.
Really, eh?
Yeah, so you get bit by a dog.
Yeah.
It's like hanging out, get bit by a dog, and then 6 years later, you're just sitting there at like your high school graduation, and then you just start foaming at the mouth.
Yeah,
like, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
And you're terrified of water.
Organ failure, right? Like eventually.
Oh, most people who get rabies die. Yeah, death occurs 2 to 10 days after first symptoms. Survival is almost unknown once symptoms have presented, even with intensive care.
Whoa.
For rabies.
Remember, like a year ago when I said I wanted a plague?
Yeah.
Now it's happened.
Congratulations, you got what you asked for.
Thank
Is
you,
it everything you ever dreamed
yeah,
of?
it's everything I wanted my plague to be. My sweet 16 plague.
Why do you think people love zombies so much?
Well, I think we were talking about that before. It's like personified death, right? It's
Mhm.
anthropomorphized, big fancy word. For, like, just like decay and stuff that we fear about being dead and think is disgusting, maybe.
And people want that.
I think so. Like, why do people watch, like, gross shit on the internet?
Like, it's the art of survival.
Maybe.
People love the idea that they come out a hero, even if it's just for themselves.
Or is it just fun to really shock yourself?
Do you believe in bunkers, Steve?
Yes. I think it'd be great to have a bunker, have a big old TV, have a bunch of weed in there. Just invite my friends over to hang out in my bunker and play Mario Kart.
During a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Why not? If they're not infected. People are still hanging out with people during COVID. They're not
True.
infected.
It's true. Give me 3 things you couldn't live without not living people or animals.
Weed. Talk about this. I can't have the internet, you
Nope.
said, because no one's going to supply with the internet. Alright, I'm going to say weed, beer, and... all 10 seasons of The Simpsons. Because I don't need the internet, just keep my PlayStation and watch it on there.
There you go.
What about you?
iPod with like...
iPod, though? Not even an iPhone?
They're indestructible, man.
That's
You
true,
see some of
those
those old
nickel
ones?
fucking things,
Yeah. Jacob still has one, and it's like crazy big. It's like
Yeah,
this
they're
thick.
2 inches thick.
And you can put like 100,000 songs on them.
That's true.
Mental. Deodorant.
Oh.
Just because your friends smell like death, because they are death, doesn't mean you need to.
I don't know. I'm okay with that.
And my glasses, because I'm literally blind as fuck.
Mine are more fun than yours.
Yeah.
Yours are very, like, smart and probably wiser. I'm gonna be partying more than you are.
That's great. See, the difference is like I don't believe in bunkers. I don't think bunkers are a thing.
I think they're a great thing.
I don't.
I'm pro bunker.
Because if one ever gets in your bunker, that's it for you.
But
You're
they're
done.
never gonna get in because it's underground. You have to
But
open a
okay,
porthole, climb down a ladder. There's a water lock that you have to go through.
sure.
Everything.
Minecraft.
Yeah. Everything.
You talk about like your air supply, for example. What if that ever gets clogged? And then you have to, have 6 backups. What if they all get clogged? Like you don't even know. How long are you gonna be down there?
I can come up out of there.
How long are you gonna rot away in there though?
Like, as long as I want to. As long as I rot away in my room already.
There's zombies outside. Go kill them.
I want to. They're
Why?
not doing anything to me in here.
What?
I just want to
They
watch The
ain't your
Simpsons.
friends. They
No.
are your friends. They're
Damn it.
suffering.
Well, I'll figure it out.
Oh my god.
I'm not risking myself. I don't know why you're anti-bunker. I don't know why you want to be running around when everything's horrible. This just seems unnecessarily stressful and scary when you could just be in a bunker. I'll have like a little garden. I'll be coming out, and if I see one, I'll be like, okay, go back down there. Or shoot him. Or I'll offer him a beer. And maybe they'll be my friend.
I doubt it very much.
We'll
All
see
right.
who's happier now when this all happens for real.
Did you want to take this quiz I have for you?
Yeah, let's take a quiz.
We're gonna see how long Steve would survive in a zombie apocalypse. Do you know how to ride a horse?
No.
Wait, why not?
Long story. Very long story.
Okay. Now you have to tell it.
Oh, that's really sad, though.
Oh, is it sad though, Steven?
Yes, it's
Okay.
actually sad.
Because I thought my dead mouse story was pretty
No,
sad.
your dead mouse story is not sad. And
All
that's, I'm sorry, Chase, this is a little bit of a tangent, but Chase called me yesterday because she had a sad story. And I was like expecting something to be like really wrong with her family or like a person. And she just said that when she was trying to get a bumblebee out of work today, she found a dead mouse. And she called me expecting me to be sad. And she finished the story, and I was like,
Is that it?
Is that the
is
sad
what
part?
is what he
Yeah,
said?
is that the
that
sad
it?
part? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, the mouse is dead. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that was the sad part of the story yet.
Can you run fast?
No.
Okay.
My flat feet don't want to do that because it's a huge bummer.
Can you be really quiet?
No. Like, I'm just being honest. No. I've never been quiet my whole life.
Are you okay being alone?
Yes.
Okay.
Fine with that.
Are you willing to eat canned food?
Yes.
All right.
Almost exclusively.
Do you know how to use a gun?
Yes.
Do you know how to make your own explosives?
No. that's a little step too far.
Isn't it just like pee and bleach?
You can, well, I think you can make a gas out of pee and bleach. Like, you can make like a...
Because doesn't your pee have ammonia in it?
Yeah, and if you mix... That's more of like a toxic gas, though.
Oh.
For sure. But you can make like saltpeter out of cow shit. Like if you bake shit in the sun and stuff. You can make explosives. Or you can just take a bunch of fireworks apart. Or you could get the Anarchist Cookbook, everyone. And learn how to make all kinds of different nail bombs and explosives and different... Yeah. We
So-
should encourage that behavior.
So I know how to make my own explosives?
No.
Okay.
I'm just encouraging other people to learn.
Oh, okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know how to wield a sword?
I feel like, yes.
That's a pretty common thing to
Yeah.
just like...
I think you just swing it.
Do you know how to fight? Could you punch someone?
I mean, I don't know how to, but I could punch someone.
Do you know how to fight?
No.
Okay. Do you know martial arts?
You're like, I need you to nail this down.
Do you know how to dress a wound?
Like it's going out, or it's just gonna stay home for the night? Kind of. I mean, I've just wounds on my dogs and stuff.
Are you close to your family?
Yeah.
Would you do anything to protect them?
Depends who is in my family. Like, my sister Laura, not so much. My sister
my
Michelle,
God.
sure. Corey, yeah. Jen, sure. But definitely not Laura.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm willing to steal.
Yeah, why not? Like, it depends from who, though. I'll steal from big business, but I won't steal from other people.
Okay, so no. Are you good at stealing?
No. One time I tried to take a game out of a Costco when I was like 11, and they found me right away, and I never tried to steal anything since.
Oh my god. I know how to purify water.
Yes, I have all that shit.
I can go weeks without bathing.
Yes, I've done that before. You work with me.
I know I can kill a zombie.
Steve, why does your hair look so weird? Because I washed it. Like, do you guys
People,
ever-
people are literally like, Steve, your hair is just so fluffy, and you're like, yeah, that's what happens when
But I
you use
actually wash
shampoo.
it. Yeah, 'cause I never do.
Can you sew?
No, I wish I could.
Can you kill a zombie that was once a family member?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Fuck 'em.
Can you kill a zombie that was once your friend? Yes.
Yeah, especially with you.
Fair. You'd be the first I killed before the virus. I can kill a zombie that was once my significant other.
Yes.
If someone I knew was infected, I would kill them.
Yeah.
I would eat uninfected human flesh if I had to.
Oh, fuck no.
No?
Wait, uninfected?
Yeah.
What kind of spices do I have access to?
I don't know.
Paprika?
Sure.
Cumin?
Paprika has no flavor.
I like paprika with a little salt and pepper.
But it
Breadcrumbs.
has no flavor.
But if you add it with like breadcrumbs and stuff, say it took the flesh, added
Oh
a
my
little bit of
God.
yolk of an egg, some flour, some breadcrumbs, paprika, salt, pepper.
We
all
need the
that stuff.
Hannibal cookbook.
Yeah, I would.
So
I'd eat
yes.
people. Who gives a fuck?
Yes. If you were infected, would you take your own life?
Tough subject proposition, so yes.
Yes. How long would you survive?
11 minutes.
You have the makings of a bona fide survivor, but your enthusiasm and willingness to adapt may bite you in the butt.
Uh-oh.
That is, if a zombie doesn't bite you first.
Ooh.
More than likely, you will charge headfirst into a zombie fight, finding that you've been bitten, and you will probably last a good 6 months.
That's good.
10 out of 10, Steve. So, speaking of 6 months in a zombie apocalypse, what would your weapons be, Steven?
Definitely a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like a big claymore Scottish sword. And then, you say that this is not a weapon, but I say it is. I think landmines would be a perfect defensive maneuver. Because you just set them up around your perimeter, Nazis come in, blow them to bits.
Nazis.
Or, yeah, Nazis or zombies come in. Either one. I'd like to
God.
blow up either of them. I think I was thinking Nazi zombies.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just like, Nazis come in, blow them
I
up.
also would like to blow up Nazis. So.
That's very fair, I'll give it to you. Those would be your 3. Like, if you had to just pick, like, a handheld weapon that was your go-to, you only had one in the...
Yeah, I think a shotgun is just an all-around good defensive weapon for yourself.
That's fair.
Yeah.
My top 3 would be a crossbow. Because you can make unlimited ammo. If you know how to make
That's true.
make it, right?
Bolts or whatever.
Good hunting and killing tool.
That's
and
true.
then an assault rifle, I think you just need one to be a horde eliminator. Like, if you had a bunch of them,
I guess so.
assault rifle would be your best bud. And then a katana just for fucking style. Because it's sharp as hell, stays sharp as hell, and super lightweight.
That's cool. I mean, it's gonna work. It's gonna lop them head off. And take a few limbs at least.
That's what I would pick. So zombies. Long story short, grab your kids, grab your wife, grab your husband.
They eat everybody down here. Yeah. Absolutely. Talk about a bedroom intruder.
Oh, man.
Jesus. I heard he went on to do gay porn.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Jinx, you owe me a gay porn.
Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much for turning
in and tuning up to the Untitled Truth with Chase and Steve.
We hope you all have a really great freaking day, and we're super sorry for the quality of the content.
Yeah. Sorry that Chase laughed 45% of the episode.
Listen, I just like to have a good time. I came here, I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Bring